didn't. Okay. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm Kim Congdon here with my co-host
Alex Scarlato. What's up, everybody?
I'm so distracted because I can't hear myself, and it's honestly my favorite part about the podcast.
You can't hear yourself?
Mm-mm.
I thought you could. I thought they fixed it.
No. Well, I can't. Is it because I'm sick?
Maybe.
Because it sounds like...
Your ears are clogged, sister?
It sounds like my mic is low or my headphones aren't working. If my mic's fine, it's fine.
I can hear you fine.
It's normal? Okay. Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? Here we are.
What's up, you guys? It's us again.
Here again.
Living in our glory. What's the song I sang last week?
Oh, shit.
And it was so good.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, I got it.
You got it
think
already?
I forgot, sis?
I did.
Okay. Wait, is this an old one we did?
No,
Come on my face. Is that the old one?
I don't know. Yeah.
That's an old one.
That's an old one.
Oh, shit.
You did a new one last week that was really good.
It was iconic.
It was.
Does anybody remember?
An instant classic. Nobody remembers the song Kim sang?
Oh, I was turning it up on this one.
Oh, dummy. Okay.
It's like I've never been here before. All right, we're good.
Nobody remembers the song Kim sang after the show last week, Frank? No?
Trying to think.
It was definitely to The Little Mermaid, no?
It might have been to Pocahontas, the colors
of the wind,
right?
It was Colors of the Wind. How does Color of the Wind start?
Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest.
It was
Frank.
paint with all the colors of the clit. If I don't.
No, but
you
it
sure?
was the clit.
It was the clit. Yeah.
Come
Paint with all the
juice.
juices of the clit.
Come roam with all the riches of our influence. Have you ever heard the clit cry?
No, I don't remember.
It was so good, you guys.
Shit.
But still I cannot see that the clitoris is me. How can there be so much that you don't know?
It's from the perspective of the clit.
You don't know. Oh, because he can't find it? Was that the...
Was that it?
Can't remember.
It was a good song,
Come
you guys.
taste the sun-sweet berries of my clit. Come roam with all my clit hairs all around me.
Come run the hidden...
No.
No.
What was it?
I don't know.
Fuck it.
Round the hidden corners of my anus.
Just know if you're listening, it was really good.
It was so good. Yeah. Well, I was proud of you for it anyway.
Thank you. I have a cold.
Oh, that's sad.
I know.
Did you get it from being outside in the cold for too long? Like when you feel it? You know when you're out there and you're like, wow, just now, just in this fucking last second, I just caught cold.
No, that's happened to me before, but this is just like a winter cold.
Okay.
It was just, I think, the weather changing and I've been traveling a lot.
Fair enough.
And yeah.
I put up Christmas lights with my mom over the weekend.
Cute.
And at a certain point, I turned into a total bitch because I was convinced that there was like a switch that flipped that I just caught cold in a second. I was like, now I'm sick. You
No.
happy?
You blamed your parents?
I blamed my mom.
You need to get out of there.
It was really awful.
You're hurting them.
It wasn't good.
You're hurting them, Alex.
Then I was like,
Stop.
bitch, did I help or what?
Oh my God. Oh God. If I still lived with my mom, we would straight up fist fight.
Yeah, my mom and I don't fight that much. It's usually just me being a bitch for something like that, which is wrong.
My mom's really awful because if I'm a bitch, then she'll go, you're going to remember saying that to me when I die.
You've told me
And
that
I'm like,
before.
That's sick.
And it fucks me up because that's my thought every single time I talk to my mom in any capacity. I'm like, I'm going to feel
Because of
so
me?
guilty and awful when she... No, literally for my whole life.
Oh.
So when you told me that your mom actually says that to you, it fucked me up. I was like, wow.
One time when I was a teenager, well, probably for 2 years when I was a teenager, I told my mom I hated her like weekly. And then one time she said, I hate you too. And it was fucked me up. And she said it like out of anger.
You felt
like she was
it.
sick of me saying it to her. And she's like, I hate you too. And I was like,
And you were like, is that how it feels every time I say that shit
I was
to
like,
you?
I remember being like, and like walking away. And of course she came in and was like, I'm sorry. And she was sorry. But I was like, I've never been sorry. I was like, get out, you cunt.
Bitch, I fucking hate you and I mean it. Yeah. The first time I told my mom I hated her, she cried. And then I had to really curb saying that.
You didn't say it much?
I tried really hard to not say I hate you because it really hurt her feelings so much. But it's the easiest thing to say.
It's
like,
a good one.
It's like the go-to, like, what's the worst thing I could say to this person right now?
We were talking about at work that like you're not meaner to anyone in the world than you are to your parents or your siblings.
That definitely.
Like those are the people that you can say like the meanest shit you could fucking think of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great.
I feel like saying I hate you to your parents is like saying the N-word to a black person. Like it's the worst thing that you could say to
if
them.
you said the N-word to a black person from 15 to 17.
Oh, shit.
I probably didn't start being nice to my mom until I was like 19, like when I moved out.
You didn't
From the time we were 15, I was 15. It was like 13. Honestly, it was a long.
I feel like it's a thing. Like as soon as you get your period, you're like a nightmare.
Oh yeah,
your parents are afraid of you, and your mom especially like starts to be like, this isn't my daughter anymore.
I also think my mom could have used different tactics for raising me.
Okay.
She was one of those parents that like she believed like embarrassment was a good punishment.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is gonna make me physically fight you. I don't know what else to say.
Or make you just get on stage and tell all of your most embarrassing things in life.
Well, sorry. Now I talk about how abusive you were in my HBO special coming out December 13th on all HBO streaming platforms.
Yay! Not to the abuse.
Sorry to talk about it. It was so awkward because I had to call my dad because I posted the trailer onto my Facebook, and I'm Facebook friends with my dad, and he'd never heard the joke about me having a stay away from home father. Mm-hmm. And it was just so mean, and I had to text him and be like, hey, sorry about that joke. It's the life. Like,
it's the truth.
And he was like, haha, no worries. I get it. I was like, you piece of shit.
You asshole. It would have been such a great opening for him to be like, and I'm sorry I wasn't there for you, Kim.
He was like, Pirate's Life. Yee. How much did you get paid for that?
Your dad literally did. He has this little pirate thing. Like it's like a 2-inch pirate toy that he sends.
Scratchy,
yeah. Kim's dad sends this little thing around the world to the point where I've seen it. I've held it. It's been in my car. It's been to Australia with Nate.
Can you pull up a clip of Frank from Shameless just on YouTube?
Any
just
old
like Frank, Frank from Shameless, worst moments. And then I can show you guys my dad's best moments.
Okay. I'm excited.
I can show you the best of who he is.
By the way, he's amazing. Frank and Shameless, like William H. Macy.
I think I meant my dad. I'm like, did he fuck you? He got you too?
God damn it.
I'm pretty sure my dad is fucking a girl I went to high school with right now.
How does that make you feel?
I don't give a fuck.
No?
And at times depressing. Sure. But if being under the influence...
Who the fuck is this guy?
This Brit who thinks he fucking loves Shameless enough to start making videos
if my dad had a look, it would be that. Like that, what's happening right now, the stumble. Like, that's it.
Yeah, this is literally a scene where he fucks his son's friend in high school.
Yeah. His son's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucks her. Well, she rapes him.
She's one of my favorites.
Shameless is really good.
Yeah, Shameless is great.
All right, we don't have to watch a rape scene, but yeah, basically that's him. And so yeah, what were we talking about? I dropped my HBO special coming out December 13th on all HBO streaming platforms at 9:30 p.m.
You were really in the middle of your mom.
My mom.
Yeah. Her embarrassing
me being a bitch when I was a teenager. Yeah, she would like, one time she hit me and then she brought over, this is when I was 12, she smacked me and then she let the neighborhood boys come into my room while I was crying and was like, look what a baby she is.
No.
Yes.
How many boys?
Look at her.
How many
boys? Like 4 of them and they were like, can we go, Mary? They were all my friends.
They were
like,
your friends?
They felt bad for me. Yeah. They knew my mom was fucking crazy too though.
Yeah, of course they did. They had to witness her fucking abusing you emotionally.
Like sometimes she threatened suicide. That's what she told them. Because I was a teenager, I'd be like, I want to die. Anyways, Did you guys go through that?
That's not a good way.
How did your mom punish you, Bobby?
My mom would just hit me. She would hit.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like I get hitting a boy more than hitting a girl.
Did you get hit, Alex?
No.
Never.
Look at me. Did I fucking get hit?
I can tell you've literally never been hit in your life by anyone.
I am like the anti of getting hit. I've never been hit in
You've
my
never been hit
life.
by anyone or anything.
I mean, this girl Gina in 4th grade pushed me into my science project and I kicked her in the puss. But
okay, so you've still never been hit.
Never been hit.
Yeah, my mom would break things on me. Like she broke a ruler on me.
Shit.
She broke a broom on me.
Oh yeah.
She hit me with like a patio furniture.
God, I've gotten all of that. Your mom was one of those that would chase you with things, yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could tell.
Oh, my mom would often tell me that I needed to get hit, but that was about it. That was the extent of it. She still does.
That's so funny.
Frank?
Yeah, the same. I got some other alternative discipline too, like having to write things 1,000 times. Like I will not lie to my parents.
That is the whitest punishment ever.
I have got.
You need to write.
Extremely white. It's like psychological torture. Though.
I was given that punishment as well. It is a white kid.
But I was hit from a young age.
It feels like the
thrown into
writing
walls,
punishment.
had my head slammed,
You see,
punched,
Right,
That's not-
abused.
belts.
Literally abused.
Yeah, literally abused.
It's not congruent. I feel like you should not be having to write things down if you're also getting hit.
No, yeah, you can't write. You
feel
can't have
like
them write and hit.
You
gotta
should be
pick one.
writing
they
things
should have picked
down.
one.
They give you both.
if
That's why you're
not
extra
hit.
fucked.
Yeah. Well,
My mom used to put hot sauce in her mouths.
no. How
I swear to
strong?
God. Hot sauce.
Like-
I mean, like Tabasco.
Like the good stuff?
Like Tabasco.
okay.
Like drop it
But
in
like
your
on
mouth.
hot ones, what level?
Like Tabasco to a child. That level.
I had to eat a bar of soap once.
That's the white version of
Bobby,
what my mom did to me.
you
See?
too?
No, actually, my aunt made me eat a bar of soap.
Wow.
See, white people eating soap is
That's
like
not close
Hispanics
enough.
burning their children's mouths. Is equivalent.
Your aunt, I feel like your aunt doesn't have the right to make you eat a bar of
Yeah,
soap. Only your mother.
My aunt hit me one time with a hanger, and I was like seriously fucked up over it. I was like, "You can't abuse me. My parents abuse
You're
me."
Exactly.
supposed to love me more than my parents do somehow.
My aunt went hard on me and my cousin with a hanger, but she kept going harder because we were laughing. But then we got the giggle fits while it hurt. Has something ever hurt and it like seriously hurts, but you can't stop antagonizing it because it is funny.
Yeah.
Like me and my cousin were like 11, just about to hit puberty, too old to be being hit. And she was like really trying to get us, and she was. There were welts. But it was so funny watching this woman run out of breath after us.
That was how things got broke over my arms or my legs.
No, trying to hit harder because they laughing.
Yeah, because you're laughing at her or telling her to stop. I was like, please, oh yeah, that's gonna help. That's gonna make it better.
Oh, I'm seeing that
Which
from the
just gets
mom's
harder and
perspective.
harder.
How fucking infuriating.
To have your child smile at you when you
They're
hit it.
laughing their ass off at you while you're trying to fucking hurt them. It's crazy.
You're so weak as a parent, you can't even physically hurt your child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait.
That was actually the last time my father ever hit me. He punched me in the mouth, like full force punched me, and I had blood coming out of my mouth. And I just turned to him and smiled at him and gave him like a little wink. And he stormed off furious, knowing there was nothing more he could do.
Whoa.
And never hit me again.
Yeah. Me and my stepdad would go at it. Girl
Oh,
versus
yeah?
guy. That's serious.
You and Shelby?
Oh, me and Shelby would go at it. Like
Who
full
knew?
on fucking schoolyard brawls.
That's a whole thing. That's a whole nother level when you're
Rolling,
fighting
I
your,
spit at
your
him.
lady's daughter. Like that's what you were.
Shelby's
then.
also been with my mom since I was 4.
Okay.
So,
Fair enough.
in his defense, he
You can't just meet your stepdaughter as a 13-year-old and start brawling with her within a year. It's not cool.
No, it's fucked up. One time Shelby went to go spank me. He would just spank us, which I think is weird to do as a step parent. But I guess if you're the parent, he was like a dad.
It's spanking works, man. Kids don't like it.
He would. One time he went to go spank me in a bathroom because I was being bad in a restaurant, and he threw me over his shoulder to put my butt on his shoulder so he could spank me. I was probably 6.
Putting you in perfect position to spank him back over the back of the wall.
That's really true. I wish I would have. Can you imagine his face if I would have just spanked him back?
That'd be great.
But when he went to go throw me over his shoulder, he hit my head on the bathroom stall.
Ooh, that's great for you.
Oh, it was.
Oh.
Whoa! It didn't even. I remember it didn't even hurt that bad, but the way
Doesn't
that
matter.
I played it up,
Oof.
I was like, oh, I pretended I was dizzy. I made it a whole thing.
I might need to go to the fucking hospital.
I got dragged. My mom, when he came back to the table and had a lump on my head, and I was like,
amazing.
It was
the bigger the lump, the better in that scenario.
it was art, dude. My mom was screaming at him. Don't touch my kids again. You don't know how to spank.
Oh, I'm so happy for you that happened.
Yep.
Otherwise, you would have walked out defeated, but instead you literally won
With a
that.
victory.
You
Just
won.
a bump on my head and not on my ass.
But he did it by accident. It wasn't the bump he meant to give you. You know. I love that story.
We used to call the way he spanked my sister the dangle. Me and my cousin.
Hold on.
I wish I could call my cousin right now.
What
He
does
would
that
describe
mean?
it so funny.
What does that mean?
Well, my sister was so little, and she would hang on to his arm like a monkey, and he'd just whip her, and it was like a fucking piñata that would fly out and come back, and he'd just catch her on the way back.
Why wouldn't she just let go?
We called
She
it the
could run
dangle
away.
because I think he had a grip on her wrist. And she was just dangling, and she'd swing and come back for another one.
She was small enough to just lift up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. The dangle. Wow.
The dangle.
No, I was put in the corner a lot, which I hated. I mean, to me, it was just the worst.
The poor corners.
They put me in the corner and they made me face the corner.
The corner was my bedroom.
The corner lasts for about 10, 15 minutes until you can't take it anymore. And I would stand there and I'd be like, but I'm thirsty. I need a drink. Like whatever excuse could get me out of the corner. I was like, I'm thirsty. You're depriving me of water. Take me out of the corner. I was such a little bitch.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That is wonderful for you.
Yeah.
And your mom would just like,
stay there. You're not allowed to come out of the corner.
Your dad never hit you?
Nope. My dad lost his temper once when I was real young.
But he hit my mom instead.
No, he fucking, I was wearing this little shirt, super duper, this little like dress actually, super duper cute little dress. It was my favorite dress at the time. And I guess I had like peed in it. I was like literally 3-4 years old and I like had an accident in the dress. We had to go pick my mom up from work and my dad was like, you got to change this fucking dress. Like you have pee all over it. You're changing. And I threw a fit and I like wouldn't let him take the dress off me. Mm-hmm. And when he finally got the dress off me, he tore it into like 30 pieces, like right in front of my face. And it was my favorite item of clothing. That was the worst. That's
hurtful.
It was really hurtful.
Oh, whites know how to hurt.
I'm not going to lie to you. This was the first time I've ever told that story in history without shedding a tear. It was emotional for me. I was a baby.
Did you cry?
Oh, it was like a really.
Did he say sorry?
After like the following day, my mom had to have a talk with him where she was like, that was a little rough for like a 3-year-old. Like you can't do shit so like that. Yeah. And never since then has he done something to hurt my feelings quite as badly. Yeah. He like learned a dad lesson that day.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Any more abuse we got? You're just sneezing so much.
Yeah.
I wanted to say bless you, but I also wanted to finish my story.
I wanted to stop sneezing in the middle of your story so bad, but I couldn't help it. And the camera keeps panning back to me, and I'm doing this thing. It's not really an attractive look, so I'm just gonna hide inside my hoodie for the podcast. Actually, the more pressure I put on my nose with this hoodie, the better I feel. So
that's good.
I'm just gonna be in here for a bit. More abuse.
I mean, I was kidding, but sure. I feel like you've got stories.
My mom did break a vacuum on me once.
No.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
A standing vacuum? What kind of vacuum?
She tried to throw it at me and it just.
Them shits are expensive.
I know, but
She's really mad afterward that she had to go out and buy a new vacuum.
I'm gonna sneeze again.
Do you want some tissues?
Yeah, if I could.
Sister, get your nose together. Your nose is leaking.
I'm cold. I'm sorry. You know, I was in bed all day.
No, you're an angel for showing up here. One time I had a cold where every time I bent over like this, like liquid snot would just fall onto the floor. It's the only time it ever happened to me. But I would just like lean forward.
That happens with my mouth when I'm sleeping.
It would be like a faucet, bro.
Not with snot, but with drool. I drool every single night, all night.
I've seen you drool.
You have?
Yeah, I think so.
I drool. I don't know why I can't help it.
You're a little drooly.
I'm a drooly bitch. Like every night, I wake up and my cheeks just soaked. I feel like I get dehydrated. I lose so much water in my mouth.
You just like, I feel like you just got like a cute face that like it can't hang closed, like open.
That's exactly what my lips look like when I sleep.
Yeah, they're just like open and dripping a little.
Yeah, and then it glazes out, and there's like a.
And then it hardens a little bit.
Yeah, and then it just goes. And then if I'm with someone and I know I shouldn't be drooling, I'm like. I have like this panic wake up wipe that I do.
And they definitely don't notice that.
Oh no, she was definitely not drooling for 30 minutes before that.
Do you remember having a kid in your elementary school who had just like constantly all year round the most fucking disgusting chapped lips you've ever seen in your life?
No, not really.
I feel like there was always a kid. There was a kid like every year. Do you guys remember Chapped Lips kid?
I remember the smelly kid.
Yeah, we lived in Florida, so chapped lips weren't like a huge...
It would be summertime and this kid's lips would be chapped.
His lips were chapped over from winter. That's why.
They chapped over, man.
I don't think people really get chapped lips in the summer.
Damn.
In Florida, it's so humid, it's not dry at all.
It's like now that I'm an adult, I'm like, how come your like mom didn't take care of your fucking chapped ass lips? She didn't love you.
That's why. She didn't give a fuck about that kid. Bobby, what'd you say?
No, I was maybe like yeah, no, I don't know anyone with chapped. I was gonna say,
I have nice lips.
I'm glad Bobby didn't have an answer because we did not pay that much attention to other guys' lips growing up. And girls always use chapstick or lip gloss or
Let
something.
me tell you.
That's true.
This was not something that you could ignore. It was like his lips were falling apart on the daily, and they were like bright red. They looked like he looked like he had lipstick on all the time because his lips were so fucking
Poor
chapped.
kid. He was probably in so much pain all the time.
Constantly.
was it a white kid?
Yeah, it was a very pale white kid. His lips were like enormously different from the color of his face. I thought every school had the chapped lips kid. Like I thought it was one of those tropes.
Can I ask a question?
Please.
Not anything to do with a chappy lip. What do you buy someone for a Secret Santa?
Well, a Secret Santa is when you pull, you know exactly who's getting the gift,
Yeah.
right? And what's the price cap?
20 or under.
Ooh, wow.
What?
Is it a chick or?
Yeah, it's a chick.
Okay. Go to the store. Go to that little happy store that you and I go to on 10th.
This one here, and get a bunch of fun little things.
Get whatever you could buy for $20-$25.
Is that fun?
Yeah.
Every time I go to pick something, I'm like, who would want to open this? But then I'm like, it's only $20. You can't get that many that much cool shit. It's a hard number, 20.
Yeah. The store that I'm talking about is this like dope place with all these like crystals and like dream catchers and just shit that.
Oh,
girls
that place you're
arbitrarily
talking
like.
about
Yeah,
that.
get a
I
couple
thought you were
things
talking about
there.
that little toy shop.
What toy shop?
You know what I'm talking about? With like the little My Little Pony pads and stuff. It's right on here too.
I love that place too, actually. But no, I was talking about like the gem store because all girls
the
like
jewelry one we went to.
Yeah, no. I'm talking
There's
about
so
the
many
I'm
places.
talking about the place that has like cactuses and plants when you first walk
Oh, I
in.
see.
Yeah,
Okay.
that spot.
Cool. I would have gotten her an Operation Keychain. You wouldn't have corrected me.
Secret Santas are tough because
They
often
really
you're
are.
doing them with a group of people where you're tight with like 3 or 4 people, and then there's like 8 or 9 other people who you could.
And that's who you
possibly-
pull.
Yeah, you always pull
Always.
somebody who you didn't want to pull. I feel.
Well, it's not even that. It's each
don't
other
know.
person that I would have had the opportunity to pull. They each have a thing that I know I would have bought. Like the other girl wears funky earrings. So I would have bought her like some cool funky earrings.
Right.
This other girl very specifically likes these pens. You know what I'm saying? Like and then the one girl that I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Last year I got lucky and I pulled Nate and I got him this little box and I filled it with like 4 different types of drugs. And then I wrapped it and gave it to him.
That's really
It was
nice of you.
perfect. Yeah.
That's a gift Nate would love.
Yeah.
I heard Harrington bombed
Oh, Harrington
last year.
bombed last. The person who bought my gift bombed too.
What'd they buy you?
Ooh.
Who was it?
It was Maddie Jester Skulls
Okay, what'd he buy?
from the Thing Is podcast with Shannon and Maddie.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he thought that we had a minimum that everybody was like, fuck that minimum, I'm getting the person a nice present. Like literally everybody.
Oh, that's rude. You can't do that though. That's the
Everybody
point of
did,
the
though.
minimum.
Everybody did. And Maddie,
Oh, at work we were like, nobody go over 20, motherfuckers. We said it.
Maddie thought that everybody was just doing the minimum. So he
Yes,
got
that's what
me
you do.
1 bag of Tate's cookies and a gram of weed. That's what he got me. It's not the worst gift.
It's not the worst.
It's not the
It's not
worst gift.
Harrington's gift.
It's not Harrington's gift bombed worse than that gift.
Yes.
For sure.
I would be happy with a gram of weed and Tate's cookies. You're a bitch. That's why you
Wasn't
deserve to
good
get
weed.
hit and not just in the corner.
If it was good
It
weed.
wasn't good weed.
If it was good weed, it'd be different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine. I'm back.
Harrington got socks for somebody. He
Just
got
socks.
1 pair of socks. 2 pairs, he's correcting me.
Oh, look at him.
From a sponsor, though.
From a sponsor.
So he didn't pay for them.
Oh,
He
he's
didn't
saying
pay
no. Did you pay
No.
for them, Harrington?
Harrington, did you pay for these socks?
He's avoiding the question
With
and
your
talking to
own
someone
money?
else.
He definitely did not pay
Did you
for
pay
this
for
song.
them?
Did you steal them?
He did not.
He's coming in to prove his point.
Harrington?
I went to the sock man and got nice socks for Freddie because he needed nice socks.
So you spent $24 on 2 pairs of socks.
Yes.
So he did the bare minimum.
$12 a piece.
I'll tell you right now, the minimum was $25.
Yeah, I cheated a little
he
bit.
spent
Well,
20
That's expensive.
$24.
What do y'all want? Christmas is too much.
I don't know. Well, you weren't there last year. So last year, Lewis made a scene when I guess Lewis had drawn Brian.
Yeah, this is the best story ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when Brian opened his present, it was $100 bill, and Lewis was like, "That's motherfucking right.
He started going, "That's it. That's how you do
That's
it."
right. That's how you fucking do it. That's what Secret Santa's about. All y'all motherfuckers wish I picked your name." Like, really just playing it the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And then a few turns later, Bobby opened up his present from Big J.
Well, before Brian opened up, Lewis made a big deal. He's like, "Brian, come over here in front of everybody. I want you to make sure everybody sees this. Everybody gather around." He gathered everybody
Oh
around.
no.
And then, like, after he did the whole thing, he's like, "Yeah, that's how you do it, right?"
Next.
Big J comes over. He's like, "Everybody, come on." Everybody gather around."
How much was it? How much was it?
I opened it up. He gave me $300.
No, that's so funny.
It was so funny, man. And Jay wouldn't have had the time to go pack that envelope with more money. It was just, that's how much he was going to give.
That's
it was
so
fucking
funny.
awesome.
That is so funny.
It was great.
The best.
And then everybody else in the room was mad. We were like, okay, either one of those would have been a better gift than what I got.
You got a cookie and
I
some
got-
shitty weed.
I got a
Everybody's
bag of
eating
cookies.
Alex's cookies.
Oh no.
Yeah, the cookies were gone by the end of the party.
Of course.
Because what else was I gonna take them home and cherish my present? I mean, Jesus.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So,
Well-
Secret Santa.
Shit happens.
We've all got another try this
I'm
year.
done with Secret Santas.
It's tough.
Christmas?
How many people do you buy a present for?
It's too many. Every time I think
You gotta cut some people.
I think I have like a list, and then it just keeps adding, and then it's just little things like the guy that cleans my building, and I'm like, not him, and then the fucking deli guy I see every day. Like, when does it end?
I want to get my therapist a gift because she puts up with so much.
Give her the gift of not showing up anymore. Stop going to her. Telling her, what does she put up with? You were put in the corner. What could she be putting up with?
I'm just it's just me talking for an hour straight. Who can?
Oh, the worst is, I mean, you're probably the worst.
I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I've been through nothing.
It's because it's just
Yeah.
feelings you're having.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the
Exactly.
worst.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
just like shit you're going through. You're like, I'm going through anxiety because I'm just putting a lot of pressure on
Exactly.
myself and my career. And it's like, bitch, get molested or get out. I need a good story.
If Frank goes in, he's like, my mom hit me over the head with a fucking frying pan as a
You'd
kid.
be like, you'd sit up.
She perks up and she's like interested in writing shit down with me. She's like I don't.
You're the Irishman of therapy patients. You are fucking boring, but whatever.
But I'm there. I show up.
But you're there.
I have feelings. They're
And
serious.
you paid to be there, so we have to watch.
She's got to take me. It's her fucking code as a doctor.
But
Yeah.
Joe Pesci's in it, so fuck.
Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah. I don't have
don't
that kind of
watch-
time for a film.
Anytime someone even is like, hey, you know how busy I am? I want to tell you how busy I am. Anytime someone is like, hey, I'll be in Jersey. Someone that maybe I like grew up with, wasn't super close, but we're friends growing up. Not like best friends, but good friends. I'll be like, I'll be in Jersey. We should meet up. And I'm just like, unless you specifically come to my show or come watch me do my
apartment,
podcast
basically.
or come to my apartment, like, it's not happening.
That's how I feel. I literally lost my high school friendship with this girl, like
For Gas Digital.
over not being able to make it to Midtown to hang out with her. I'm like, you need to come to Gas Digital or fucking bus. I just don't know what to say.
I can't.
Yeah.
It pisses me off when people have time now. That's how busy I am. I'm like annoyed when someone's like, hey, or like we'll go get lunch and like, you want to walk around? I'm like, motherfucker, no.
Crazy?
Do I want to walk around? I have things to do. Who has to? Someone the other day was like, let's make a vision board. And I was like, motherfucker, go out and do something.
That's crazy.
Go do something for your vision. The 3 hours you spend cutting up paper, imagining your dreams, you could put an effort into the first step of one of those.
I specifically don't want to walk around even when I have a destination. Like if I need to go to a place that's 4 blocks down, I'll avoid it forever.
I turn
because
the shower on and I sit.
it needs to be far enough away to drive to, or I'm not going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I get it.
I don't want to walk. That's crazy.
No, it's insane. The time people have, the fucking time people have. Sometimes my friends will just call me from like LA and it'll be someone I haven't talked to in a while. And then they like are just like, hey. And I'm like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And I'm like running to the train. I'm sweating. I have like shit that I'm carrying. I'm slipping in the snow. Sarah's texting me about a thing. You're calling me to see if I'm going to be late. Like, it's a bunch of shit. And I'm like, what's going on? They're like, oh, nothing. Just having some cheese. And I'm like, I have to go.
Just thought I'd say hi, see what's going on in your life. You're like, no. Yeah, I get it.
But it's nice. It's nice to be called, though, because then you're thought of. So it's like that. Like, keep doing this because it's nice. Please
call me, but I'm definitely not going to answer every time.
Love ya. Click.
Yeah.
Perfect conversation.
I can't tell you how often a close friend from out of state will call me where I just decline it immediately because I can't be. I'll be in the car by myself and be like, I can't talk to this person right now.
I do that too. I go, I can't right now. I say I can't right now.
I love this person deeply and dearly, and I just fucking can't.
I can't muster up a conversation right now.
I'm going to have to pretend to care about every single little thing that happened to you since the last time I saw you, which was over a year ago now. Are you crazy?
Oh, God. And some of the stories that people tell.
Just
I think that my life's too fun now.
That's part of it.
Because someone will tell me something and I want to, in my, like out loud, I go, oh, that's so fun. Like, that's so crazy that he'd spilled a cup during the party.
Yeah.
But I went to Chappelle's birthday party.
Yeah.
And then I want to hang up. I want to be like, I'm past that threshold where that's fun for me.
I get you.
Is that snobby? Should we cut this from the podcast? I've said so many offensive things, and this is the only thing I've ever wanted to cut.
No.
It seems snobby, and I want everyone to know, like, I'm not a snob.
No.
It's just hard to listen to my mom, like, talk about the weather.
Kim is trying to say that everybody needs to go out and build and, like, live their best life the way that we are. Everyone should just be more like us.
Just have stories to tell or don't tell a story.
Yeah.
I don't even care if you don't do anything with your life. Don't tell the story about it.
And people need to cut it with like talking about how much work sucks. It's like, I'm sorry that work sucks for you. I happen to love my job. I can't match this conversation with fucking anything at all.
If you're going to be depressing and only talk about your depressing life, you just have to ask questions about the cooler person's life.
Right? Like, let's talk about me.
I do it too. If I meet someone that's cooler than me, I'm like asking them questions about what they've done, where they've gone, because I know everything I've done, they've already done. It's like it's like going up to someone and being like, have you heard about appetizers? You know, like, it's like, yes, motherfucker, we're eating them.
Right. So we're talking about respecting the cooler person. Basically.
This is fucked up. This is the most fucked up thing. Please don't unsubscribe to our podcast. I'm not a bitch. And I would be friends with anyone and like chill with you know what I like too? If you have nothing to talk about, I love gossip.
Oh my god!
Please tell me who's died, who's cheated, who's embarrassed himself.
Us seem like okay people, but I fucking love gossip too. These boys know it. I'll come in.
If you want to get me, tell a story about anyone. Anyone.
Gossip.
That's the way to get me. I will stay on the phone for 3 hours. I will miss this podcast to gossip with someone on the phone.
I love talking about people who, like, I like talking about people with a group of people who all know the person. Mm-hmm. I can't get enough of that. I've been doing it recently with our interns a lot. Whenever they leave the room, I talk about them. Love it.
I want to talk about them to the face. Where
are they?
Will, Bill,
Shane,
Shane and Dane, come here.
Bane, where are you?
You have to call them by rhyming names from now on. Matt and Sat, like things that don't even rhyme. That's so disrespectful. I love it.
I really like
Charles and Marles.
They didn't know each other until they both got this job.
Hey, Bill and Phil.
We just presume that they come as a team.
Chris and This. I love that. Okay, so yeah, you guys, if you have nothing fun to talk about, don't depress other people and just gossip or ask them about themselves.
The problem is the other person has to be nice to you about
or tell scary stories. That's always a good one. I love a scary story.
Great. Tell a scary story.
I love a scary story. I love a
talk about somebody who got into an accident.
Good one.
Tell a story about somebody who's hurt and in the hospital. People love that. They love hearing about what can happen.
Tell me about a bad sexual experience. I love that. Like just anything interesting. You know what I mean? Just who like is just like if your conversations are like So I went to that store we used to go to, and guess what? They took all the shelves out from like the middle. They took all the beans, put it by the milk, which makes no sense. Why would you even put the beans?
No,
I
I'm
don't
done with this
give
already.
a mother fick, bitch. I order my groceries online.
No. And if you have to be negative, it's like talk about the kid who died in your elementary school and how sad it was.
I want to know what you stole from that store.
Yes.
Don't tell me a story about the beans. Tell me about the story how it pissed you off that they did that, so you stole the beans instead of going to look for them.
Admit
that
something.
is a good story.
Admit something.
Tell me your dirty secret.
Tell a dirty secret.
Did you kiss your brother when you were little because you guys were experimenting and you've never told anyone? That's what I want to know.
I'll bet that happens all the time.
All the time. How many times have like brother and sister have been like 7 and been like, let's touch each other's privates?
Brother 7, sisters like 4. Like, I'll bet that happens all the
this
time.
is getting weird.
I'll bet that happens more often because boys are like convincers and shit. And before they really know it's wrong, they'd be like,
boys have been raping since they were in diapers.
boys are always raping. They literally can't stop. And it's inside of them from the time they're born.
It's inside of them and they're inside of us.
Bobby, did you ever put it in your sister?
Bobby, did you?
No, but I used to.
Uh-oh.
I used to kiss the same girl as my brother when we were like our next door neighbor.
You told me that. She used to.
How old were you guys?
She used to turn around and kiss them both like this.
Yeah, she would take turns. She would take turns kissing us.
That's crazy shit, Bobby.
No fucking
Yeah.
way. You can't say we would take turns kissing her. Like one day you drop her off on a date and then the next day the other one would. You would take turns kissing. Like
Yeah,
she'd
she
stand
would-
in between you and turn her cheeks
Yes.
to both sides and kiss both of
We
you
would lay
rapidly.
down.
But would she go back and forth?
No. We would lay down.
This is kips on the lips, right?
Wait, this isn't even a goodbye.
No. This was. She
is
would
the
come over.
This is an activity.
This
Yeah.
is the activity that they met up to do.
Yeah, she would come over every day, and this is what we would do. We would call it playing house.
Awesome.
And so it would start by building
Fucked up
building
house.
a couch, a fort from the couch, like the
AKA,
cushions.
so your parents can't see.
I
Right.
love how there's always like steps to the game before you get to the main part.
Yeah,
Like,
it's foreplay for children.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then we would all lay underneath it, and she would be in between me and my brother, and she would like turn towards me for a little while, then turn towards him. For
What's a
while.
little while?
You're first.
I would say
you got to go first.
It didn't matter.
I mean,
it was
I don't
whichever way
remember
her neck
how
felt good
order
that
would
day.
Yeah. Which was on our better side.
Well, how long and what kind of kiss was it?
I only know I didn't like look at what my brother was doing, but I
You only
would-
know your side of the cheek.
yeah.
Okay,
So
what was happening on your end?
we would make out. I would like
How
put my
old?
hands
No,
underneath.
she's
her
turning fully.
shirt
It's
and
not a
stuff.
cheek thing. She's turning fully and putting
How
lips on lips.
old?
I was say 11, 12.
And she was?
She was about 9, 10.
Okay.
What a
And my
whore.
brother was like 6 or 7.
What a little
Wait.
slut.
Yeah.
6, 10, and 12.
Mm-hmm.
So she would kiss you, then she would turn to your 6-year-old brother,
Yes.
and you would be like, he needs some alone time.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
wouldn't
I
watch.
would let him
You
do
were,
his
no,
thing.
you were like, give him a little bit too. He's my brother.
Was that how you felt about it, though? Like, bitch, get on my bro, too. That was some gangster
That
shit. That's
happens
some
in
hood
Shameless
shit.
too. It's like the first episode of Shameless.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my girlfriend blow my brother to find out if he's gay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
boys
I
share
didn't really.
girls.
It wasn't a jealousy thing. It was like, yeah, she's gonna come back to me soon. I'm gonna get ready for it.
That's
So
sweet.
you would make out, you'd put your hand down her shirt?
Yeah, nothing, no penetration things like that.
Would you
Just-
touch her
I mean,
pussy?
she was 9. I hope not.
No, we never did that.
She was 9 getting her tits felt.
They were just flat. It was just
Yeah.
flat.
It felt like a
skin.
bed. It felt like the head frame. Of
It
the
felt
bed,
the same as his
headboard.
brother. Yeah.
It was his brother sometimes. He was like,
Touching
oh,
his
sorry.
back.
Wow, Bobby, that is an experience.
Yeah.
So sexual.
Yeah.
Your brother must have
Yeah.
loved you.
I mean, we don't have to go over how I used to hump my friend, but
Yes, we do. We absolutely do. Have we talked about this?
not with them.
Oh, have you guys heard that Alex humps her friends?
No.
In
I
4th
didn't
grade, me and my friend, we used to like play this game where we would take turns being boyfriend and girlfriend, but I was taller, so I always had to be the boyfriend first. And yeah, there'd be like a little bit of foreplay and then a whole bunch of humping.
What's the foreplay?
The foreplay was like the boy character would be like standing facing away, like looking out the window, being really serious.
It always had to be like a porno scene. This
Yeah.
is how porno
It was
started.
exactly like a porno scene. And then the girl character would come up and come from behind and grab the crotch real hard and be
No.
like, "Hey, baby, Yeah, it was really intense.
Can you imagine if your mom
Fourth
walked in
grade.
on that? What she
We
would
were in
feel?
fourth grade, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. It would be awful. Worse than when I told her I hated her.
And then you guys would hump.
Yeah, we would hump. We would dry hump with our clothes on.
And there was no kissing or anything like
No, but there was pretend kissing. Like we would hold each other's faces and like get close and be like pretend to be kissing, but not actually be touching and kissing each
Question:
other.
how did you know when the hump was done?
I feel like you could just sense it. You could feel like when it's over, you know? You're like we've humped for long enough. You could tell when the other
You're like,
person...
it's been 3 hours and 45 minutes, and we both have friction burn.
Listen, you could tell when your friend, your little girlfriend, isn't feeling it anymore, you know?
Oh,
So,
God.
something changes in her and the humps are different.
Her hump started moving slower, and you're like, she's tired.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's like, yeah, like we could play something else now. We'll play another game.
And then you guys just played Tea Party after.
Yeah, no,
like-
you literally pull your stuffed animals out and play a normal ass game.
Being a kid is weird.
It's crazy. But I've heard over the years, I mean, Rachel Feinstein even does a bit about it. When I heard that bit, I never connected with anything more in my life. Apparently, everybody humps. A lot of young girls hump their friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you that girl made out with me in kindergarten. I think I told that
It's
story.
fucking hot.
She was like,
It's
she
so
did the
fucking
house
hot.
thing.
Yeah?
She was like, and she made me the dad, I think. She's like, you're the
These
dad, I'm the mom.
bitches.
And she even assigned a little boy to be the son.
To watch.
Yeah, and he was petrified. He had no idea what was going on. We made out, and this kid was like, I gotta go.
I'm not going to be a part of this.
He was like, this is not
Wow.
what my mom says is okay. And I told you about the little boy that showed his butthole.
You did, I think.
Yeah, when I was at nap time and I was napping, right? This is kindergarten. I was napping,
Uh-huh.
and I was napping this way, and I heard, psst. So I turned over and I looked, and he was like, hey. And I was like, hi. And I've never seen this kid in my life. I must have been new to class, and I went back to sleep, and he went, psst. Hey, show me your butt.
Yeah, he told you to show
Yeah,
you?
he said, show me your butt, and I was like, no, you show me yours. And then I turned back around, and he was like, psst. And I turned around, and he had a little crack out like this. The next time I turned around, his little crack was out. And I was like, ah! And I like giggled, and I turned back over, and he was like, psst, now show me yours. And I was like, no. And I turned back around, and then one last time he went, psst. And when I turned around, he had his whole ass out, holding his cheeks,
spreading cheeks?
spreading asshole. I was shook. I was
Kim.
not ready for that kind of sexual activity.
You literally have child porn, like really like hot, crazy hot child porn in your like memory bank.
Yes, yes.
Like dirty ass child
Isn't that
porn.
crazy? If I printed what was in my brain right now,
It would be so illegal.
It would be so fucking illegal. Yes. And he
It's
spread
crazy.
his little butt cheeks at me, and he just held it in the air. And I remember being like, ah! And
What
I
a
turned
show
around.
off.
And then my dad was walking me to school one day or after school for like a Christmas program or something after school. And I saw it, and I was like, that's a little boy that showed me his butthole. I just said it like no filter. And my dad was like, what? And he like stormed over to the teacher.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So yeah.
That's great. That's a really good one because buttholes, it's like they're like deep in there. You gotta like put in some effort to show someone your butthole.
I just
you
never
know?
even knew the concept of spreading a butt cheek. So I was like,
Who would
I don't
ever
know what's
think
going
that
on
as
in
a
his
little girl?
life where he's spreading his butt cheek.
He's doing it all over town apparently.
He's like, damn cheater, and he knew it.
Me and my cousin showed each other our penis and vagina respectively.
Okay, how
Nope,
old?
not respectively. Me and my cousin showed us
Show
our
me your penis,
our
bitch.
vagina and penis respectively. I think I was like 5 and he was 7, maybe.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we were at his house. We were swimming in the pool.
That's fuck your cousin
You know,
age.
peenies and vaginas were gonna come out. I don't know what to say. Peenies
Yeah.
and vaginis.
Peenies and vaginis.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm swimming all day in the hot sun. Somebody's vagini's coming out.
What else?
Frank, how young did you show your penis to somebody? When was the first time? When was the first time you whipped it out for a non-mother?
I can't remember, honestly.
Oh, damn, that young?
I remember the
Maybe.
first ball I touched.
When was the first ball you touched?
It was a ball had to be 6th or 7th grade. I think 6th grade.
You touched a testicle in 6th or 7th grade?
Yeah.
Whoa.
But it was outside
Mature.
the pants. Outside the pants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's me and my friend Jessica had snuck out of my window.
But you felt the ball meat outside the pants? Like you felt like it was a ball?
I'll describe the way he
Okay.
was laying. Me and my friend Jessica snuck out my window, and we went next door to Mike Panic's house. And we snuck into Mike Panic's window. And we got like really fucked up off of a bottle of Malibu rum in the room. It was me and Jessica.
You were bad 7th grade drinking?
Mhm.
Whoa.
And our friend Andrea, and then it was Mike and Brian and James. So it was 3 girls, 3 guys type thing. We're all drunk, drinking, having a good
perfect.
time, blah, blah, blah. The girls are flirting with their guys. I'm flirting with my guy. And then suddenly something happens where there's a joke about how he was like laying on his back and someone was like, your balls are like so tight against your pants. Someone like made fun of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh my God, you can feel it. And then the guy felt it. And then somehow I was like, I want to feel. And that's what I did.
And you felt it?
Yep. Like a
guy-
little hoe.
Okay, hold
First
on.
ball. And I remember being like, it is like a ball. It's squishy.
I have a balls mystery in my life that
What?
hasn't been solved. That
I wish we had mystery music right now. Ding, 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 ding. What is mystery music? Tiptoe. No, that's murder music. Through the tulips. You know that
That's
one?
really, really scary. I'm hoping you guys could clear up my ball mystery. 'Cause
Please.
Since you guys, between the two of you, have four balls.
Maybe. We
which
don't
is
know your business.
Crazy. You guys got 4 balls. You guys have enough balls that if we split them up, we could each have a ball on this show. It's crazy.
Yeah. We could all share your ball.
Like we could each have a ball.
Well, if you guys were fair
I
and
would take-
believed
I
in
would take
feminism,
Frank's
you'd
ball.
give us a ball
I would
so
take
we'd all
Frank's
be
ball.
equal.
You could have one of Bobby's balls.
I'll take Bobby's ball any day.
Yeah.
You can have a much bigger ball.
That was the hottest thing Bobby has ever said. I'm going to start fucking Bobby, everyone.
Okay, so my ball mystery.
Right.
In like 7th or 8th grade, whatever conversation I was having with boys about balls resulted in the boys telling me that it was possible. This music's great. That it would be physically possible to take your balls and push them back into your body, and that they would find a place there. That they couldn't stay there forever. They would slide back out eventually. But that there is space up in your ball sack inside of your body
Before you guys
push
answer,
your balls back in.
I think I know that this is a true fact. And I think this is because growing up in Florida, when the guys would swim, they would say that if it was cold, their balls would go up inside of them.
All the way up?
Yeah.
They would literally retreat.
They would go in them.
This is something that not all women know about, I feel.
Yeah, I've always heard that. Do they go in?
Could they go all the way in?
The things that are inside your balls
Go in. Yeah.
Not
Yes,
like
the
this-
balls,
it
not the
doesn't-
sack.
Yeah, not the sack.
But the
sack
balls go
stays
in.
there.
It's an empty sack.
Not the sack, but your actual 2 testicles within the sack can
yeah.
retreat all the way up
your balls get
into your
really-
body.
Really tight.
And then you've just got like a flat sack. Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're
Could
like
you push
bugs.
it in by force if you wanted to? Could you fuck yourself with your own balls?
I don't have the ability to do that, but I'm sure.
We heard about his balls. He's got to have a
wish-
big ball hole
wish.
for that.
Bobby's
wish I
ball
had that
hole isn't
ability.
big enough.
Suddenly he pushes his balls in. He has wide hips. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, my friend told me that he could still do it, and I just couldn't believe that. He's like, if I manipulate my balls
Yeah,
enough.
I bet I could see it. It's like one of those games where you tilt the thing until it lands perfectly where it should.
Frank, can you put your balls back in your body?
I've never tried. I don't plan on it.
You knew exactly what we were going to ask
gonna ask you
next.
to
You
give
know
it a
us
shot.
too well.
We really wanted you to just give it one try. Give it the
Could
old
you
college
push-
try.
It sounds
Hey,
extremely painful. I think.
Hey, Francis, could you push a ball in if you could for a
What if
lady?
you could just push one back in?
Just push one in right now with your fingers.
Push the
Sounds
lefty
very
in.
painful.
Take your finger.
It can't take more than 3 fingers. Like to use like a bowling ball tactic where you're pushing from each try.
You could also
Try-
sit on something like a tennis ball and probably
That hurts though. We learned.
manipulate
I
it
think
around.
it would take some amount of force. I don't think you could just slowly
It's making me
ease it in.
dizzy.
No.
I think they would have to be kicked or something like that.
So like you couldn't like pretend to have no balls by like just hiding them in your body real quick.
Who stole the balls? Not me. I don't have them. Check.
Yeah.
You could you put marijuana in there like girls do with their vaginas? Could you?
Who does that? I'm the biggest pothead ever. And
I
have-
went on a cruise one time and
Never.
my mom's friend brought weed in her pussy. Actually, I've gone on 2 cruises where friends brought weed in their pussy and then I smoked it.
How much weed do you think you could fit in your pussy?
I know that you could fit about a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if I feel like I could like stretch myself out and fit a little more if I really, really wanted to.
we know you could fit more.
Sister.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I could make more fit. If it's nice to me.
I think you could fit about a dime bag in like foreskin.
Oh shit! I never thought about that. A dime bag in your foreskin.
Yeah, you could do a dime bag in the 4.
For sure.
Yeah, if you got it.
You could put a Coke baggie in the foreskin.
Oh, easy.
Bobby's like,
Easy.
Bobby's like, that's the only place I keep my Coke baggies, actually.
Isn't that the 5th pocket?
The 5th pocket.
Does that mean if you're circumcising your kid, you're taking away their drug pocket?
You are.
That sucks.
It's actually
I think the
fucked up.
default is tucking it under the balls, but anytime you get searched, they make you do
They'll
jumping
go
jacks.
right under your balls. They'll fucking wiggle a finger right in there.
No, they make you do jumping jacks, so anything tucked would fall out.
Okay.
I hate the thought of what men's balls do during jumping jacks. It's really upsetting me, actually.
They do it's like a
They're just
really
slapping around all messy like their fucking lives.
Yeah, because also there's like
Just
an
fucking
elasticity.
unplanned, no worries in the world, just slapping around. Their balls are so irresponsible, it's making me angry.
Yeah, there's a certain like elasticity to a ball sack because I feel like you could stretch it decently far away from the body. Like,
Balls are not as gentle as you think
would you
they
say
are.
you could stretch the ball sack about 50% further from the body than it hangs?
I don't know about 50%, but you can pull it out maybe 20,
20-30%.
25%.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't do that with pussy lips.
No.
Yeah, I think you could.
It depends how dangly they are, I guess. I guess I've seen women who you
I've
can
seen some.
really
Oh, yeah.
I could pull mine out a little.
pull mine out 10%.
I could go at 20.
You could go at 20?
Yeah, I could go at 20.
Yeah.
I've like done it before where I've tried to make it like pulled it out and like
Try to make it roll up again.
yeah. I wanted to do one of those things where you unfold a letter and go. So yeah, I play with it.
I like the idea of that being what women are talking about when they're playing with themselves.
Nothing, just playing with myself.
I'm just playing with myself. You're just trying to see if you could turn it
Stretch
to a
it.
slinky somehow.
I'm trying to making it talk like a mouth.
I'm doing this, but with my pussy sideways.
Oh man,
That's so funny.
my mom sent me a picture.
That's so funny.
I wish I had it.
I want to draw a face on my pussy one day and make it talk sideways.
You're not funny if you don't. You have to do
I
that.
have to do it just for
and
myself.
send it to the podcast.
Give it real lips. Put lipstick on it.
I'm doing that tonight.
It's so funny.
I don't have anything to do tonight.
I want to do drugs and do that by myself and just laugh all night.
More than anything, do I want your parents to walk in on you on mushrooms, playing puppet with your pussy,
It's so funny. A pussy puppet.
a pussy puppet.
Can we do a pussy puppet show?
Yes. Hello, my name is Kim.
They're horses.
Horses. My little pussy, my little pussy.
They queef their knees.
Whoa. I just spit all over this.
Why does that sound just like a good queef?
I tainted this mic with my sickness.
That's fine. It's down with the sickness.
Well, I'm
yeah.
not gonna take it off yet because I'm still sick and I don't want to get the underneath sick.
No.
But nobody come near this. It has whatever New York gave me.
I resent
Bobby,
the fact
I don't
that
know what
you
you're
think that New
saying.
York
You're
makes
just
you sick.
sexily whispering into the mic. I can't stop thinking about your huge balls now. This Bobby's so hot to me now. I don't even know what to do.
I was just saying we'll take care of the mic after the show.
Oh, will you? Take care of the mic.
Rub his balls all over it.
Well,
I'll
that'll
take
make
care of
him
it for you,
clean.
Kim, don't worry.
Oh my God, Bobby. Alex, are you feeling what I'm feeling? Are you feeling it?
No, for some reason, when Bobby says he has big balls, and I know this isn't what he means, but I picture them hanging low, which I don't think is the case.
No,
I
I
think
know
he means
exactly
that
what he
they're
means.
big
They're
testicles.
big, yeah.
But I picture like a big sack,
you
which
picture
is
whatever
wrong.
Ari Shafir had, which
Yes.
is actually
I was thinking about that in the car today. I was
His
thinking
balls?
about Ari Shafir's balls and how they're literally the center of attention of his package. Like I was thinking,
his dick is not short, but his balls are somehow longer.
I was thinking about how I've seen Ari's dick 10 times maybe, and I couldn't tell you how big it is because I always only notice the balls.
And they're different sizes, the balls.
They're way noticeably different sizes.
yeah.
It's the most noticeable thing about the whole
It's
situation.
like twins that are different heights. You're
It's like
whoa.
Ralph and his brother.
Yes. They are Ralph and his brother.
Yeah.
Lewis
Yeah.
in the middle.
It's like sad. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like one of them is like sad and it can't like come all the way down to meet its brother. It doesn't hang as low. Like they're not like
And
true
the other
equals.
one's looking for Russian whores.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Ralph. I love working at this network. So yeah,
Yeah, balls are crazy.
balls is crazy and pussy is crazy too.
Phrase song. Oh my God. What are we going to use that for?
I don't know. Well,
Are we out? Are we
yeah,
done?
I'm tired.
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't feel good. Let's end this.
Let's wrap this
Let's
one.
End this. Let's close it out with the.
Let's sew these testicles back together.
Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Broad Topics. You can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon or on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out my HBO 15-minute special on HBO Latino coming out December 13th at
Yay.
9:30 p.m. Third time promoting it on one podcast. Yeah, Alex.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Alex Scar, and check out Kim's comedy special coming out on Friday, December 13th on HBO.
Yeah.
Latino. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Francis.
No worries.
So
Thank you,
fun.
boys.
Thank you, boys, for your balls talks.
Thanks for sharing all the info that I ever need about testes.
And ladies, ask your men if its balls go inside him. Tweet at us.
Well, no, ladies, please do me a favor
Push
and
them in.
try to push your men's balls in their body.
Please tweet at us if you got your man's balls inside of his body.
If you
Please.
can get his balls inside of his body and take a picture of it and send it to us,
We'll give you a t-shirt.
We'll pick our favorite one and give you a t-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'll probably be the only one if you do it. So you're going to get that damn t-shirt.
What's the email?
broadtopicspod at gmail.com.
Broadtopicspod@gmail.com.
Topix. Yeah. So get to shoving them balls in, ladies.
All right. Are we done?
We're done.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.